So how we create the strength? So it means we choose the section, or we choose the section in such a way so that, and also we choose the suitable reinforcement with a suitable amount of steel, choose the material in such a way so that the strength we calculate from the what sections we are using. So from the what sections we are using, what materials we have used, so based on that we will get the strength, and this strength should be more than applied stress. So members should have sufficient strength. And another thing also, you note, so members should have adequate strength, sufficient strength. So this strength should be more than applied strength. Whatever the member I consider for beam, the flexural strength should be more than applied flexural stress. Shear strength should be more than applied. So this, the strength you have to check when you design the member. The strength should be checked, and you choose the section in such a way so that choose the section as well as the material as well as the amount of reinforcement you choose or you consider in such a way so that strength should be more than applied stress. And also one thing you remember, so design should be economic. Design should be economic. Design should be economic, cost effective, but the 100% safety you have to maintain. So you choose the section or amount of reinforcement you apply in such a way so that the economic, the structure, so structure should be economic. The structure member should be cost effective, but also the 100% safety has to be maintained. So in no circumstances the structure should not be failed under the load. Now go to the next point. The deformation of member must be within limit, which is mentioned on code. So when we apply the load, suppose I consider a member and a point or UDL is applied. So here what happened, the deformation took place. So now it will bend downward, so deflection take place. So this is called downward deflection take place. So on beam the two deformation we have considered, one is vertical deformation, again here the tangent, so from tangent to axis, that is called the vertical deformation. And this one, the tangent, at this point we draw the tangent, the curve. So at this point draw the tangent and measure the angle. So this angle is called the theta. So this is the rotational deformation. Now the delta and theta should be within allowable limit, less than or equal allowable limit or permissible limit, which is given on IS 456 2000, which is given on IS 456. Again this is the allowable allowable deflection. So the deflection or rotation should be less than allowable deflection. Now both these two criteria you have to check when you design the, while you check the strength criteria. Another criteria is deformation criteria. So both you have to check, and also you have to think about the economic aspect, and also the member should be economic, means the cost effective. So we choose the section in such a way so that, so this is a rectangular section generally used for beam design, so that we choose the section in such a way so that, and also the amount of reinforcement we consider in such a way so that member and the member have the sufficient strength, and also the economic and also the member should be cost effective. It's the optimum material, optimum sections you have to use in design, but and also the 100% safety has to be maintained. Again, the design structure should be durable. So what is durable? Durable means the ability of material to resist the weathering action. The ability of material to resist the weathering action. So the durability you also check with the quality of materials. You have to use the quality of material, or you have to maintain the quality of concrete, so that the durability is maintained. If the structure is not durable, then the deformation the structure deform quickly and losing strength. So I go to the next slide. So this is the design reference code. This is a design reference code RC construction, IS 456/2000. So this code you have to collect, either you collect from me or from internet also. This code is available, so you download this code and make a printout, take a printout, and this printout copy you sign from the HOD, because this code is allowed in examination hall. So you can carry this code during at the time of examination, and so for RC design we follow the codal provision and codal guidelines. We follow the codal guidelines, codal provision to design a RC member. So when you design the member, you know that without code the design is not possible. So code is very important, and you have to follow the codal guidelines when you design the member. So this code is required. This code you need, and you have to take print. So when you design, so you carry this code. So another code is SP. This is not a code. SP16 from this handbook is prepared from IS. This handbook is prepared from IS 456, and this SP16s. So the SP16s is the SP special publication 16. So this handbook is also helpful who are designing the member. So this is very much helpful, because if I use IS 456, then number of equation you have to solve, so it will take time. So in SP16 the charts, tables are prepared, and using those chart and tables, so which the charts and tables are prepared from the IS 456. So using that charts and tables and graphs, we can easily design. So if I use SP16, then design time become less. Okay, so design time become less if I use SP16. So this is a handbook which this handbook was prepared from the IS 456. So IS 456 is the mother book, and this is the SP16, the helping handbook for the design.